Oh, it says we're live. Okay, so I have a microphone plugged in, and I don't know how the quality is sounding right now, or if I'm even like making noise. So, oh crap, I don't even know how the best way is to see if people are talking to us. Oh, it's doing the thing again where I can't see the chat. Hold on. I'm gonna switch. I have to open up Firefox and be like, yo, YouTube, where's our chat window? Okay, hold on. Ah, I have to sign in too. Life is so rough. Why can't my computer just know who I am? First world problems. Okay. Ooh. All right, let's see. Bum, ba, dum, bum, bum.
Yeah, really. Yeah, Doberman, I think it is.
Dobermans are great. Okay.
Yeah, he was like.
So it's working, but I don't have a chat.
We'll get.
Okay, I'll just do that. Wait, I have to make sure you're in the frame. You might need to scooch over a little bit more. Yeah, you're like, check it out. I can't even move your chair. There. Is there more space now? There. Are you making tea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. So, the problem we're having right now, it says there's a group chat right here, but I'm pretty sure this is the Google Plus side of things. So if you're chatting in YouTube, I cannot see it. But if you're chatting in Google Plus, hold on, I'm gonna type something. What's up? Me, what's up? Okay. I guess we're gonna see if this works. And if anybody responds. I don't even know. Okay. Oh.
What?
It's the live chat on. This is what it looks like on YouTube, and then how it looked on. God, you know, this is the really crappy thing about YouTube and what? What did that say? And Google Plus. Crap. No, it all just goes away. Okay, so people can hear us, so that's good. But problem is, I think I have to keep refreshing the page because I don't have a chat window, which blows. And this always happens. There's always something that goes wrong with Google Plus because Google Plus is kind of not super, what's the word? Good. Intuitive? Yeah, it's not very user friendly. So I have to locate the chat, which I cannot do right now. So unfortunately, I cannot see your chats, which is exactly why I posted on Instagram and Twitter that if there's anything you guys are wanting to talk about, to comment on that one picture that I posted on Instagram. This guy. Boop, 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 boop. And that way I can see what you guys are talking about, because right now I can't see what you're talking about, which sucks. Like there's people there. It says there's people watching. I just can't see if anybody's saying anything. Why is that group chat not the right one? Because I think this is Google Plus. Here, wait. I have like a million screens open right now.
Yeah, you should just close everything you're not using.
I know. I'm doing it.
Close Spotify. Close.
I'm going. Photoshop.
Judo Chop.
No save.
What if I can watch it from here?
Can you pull it up and see if there's a chat on there?
Sure, I can. Google Plus? Is that what it is? Or I wonder if there's like a Google.
Actually, you might be able to see it. You might be able to see it on.
Hangout?
Yeah, but you might be able to see it on YouTube. Like, just go to the YouTube app because they sync together. So when I start a chat on Google Plus, it like automatically goes to YouTube as well. And YouTube is where the chat should be. But unfortunately, this did it last time. Except last time, I just refreshed it in Firefox and it worked, and now it's not, which sucks. I think your tea's done too. You see, that's not the right account. I have like 50 bazillion Google accounts, and I don't know why. Like, one was for school, and then one was for work, and then one was for my main channel, and then another one was for the vlog channel, and so there's like a million different options.
Oh, what is it? K125 or something?
Yeah. No. How do you find? No. Okay, close that. Go to the YouTube app. Do not go to that one because that's like crappy. When you're at work and every time you see like Noelle's thumbnail, you know, like when I upload a new vlog.
Sure.
And you say like, hey, I saw your.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just go. It should just be like a video that you can just watch, you know. So, yeah. Wrong account. That's the Caty135 account. Literally, it's like, is it not there? Gosh, why is this so confusing, you guys? I don't even. It should be, like, you should just be able to see it. I'm so sorry we're having so many issues. This always happens. Something always, like, gets in the way. Nope. That's the wrong account.
Pretty sure.
Click on, yeah, right there. YouTube. All right. That's so weird. See, and now you should be able to see those.
That's 2 hours ago.
Is there any way you can sort by new?
It should be. Like, you should just be able
Scroll
to
down
see it.
all the way.
I'm so sorry we're having so many issues. This always happens. Something.
Can you mute that? Okay. All right. Well, we're just going to hop on over to Twitter and Instagram. What do you use for BC? I think that means birth control, and I actually am addressing this in a video that's going live on my other channel. So I'm actually not going to go too much into that, just because I am addressing it. What are you doing? Nothing.
Did you hear her?
Yeah. Noelle's like in her crate. She's like, I can hear you. Excuse you.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. Yeah, so I'm going to be addressing that in another video that's going live on the other channel because I actually get asked that a bit.
I don't know if this is going to refresh though.
Okay, just don't even worry about it. I don't know how to make that.
Where's the chat coming from though?
Okay, so this is Google+. I'm going to close that. Ready? Chat. Still Google+. But if we go to, hold on. Notifications should come in like in real time too, but they don't, which sucks. No, I cannot see these comments, but I have to be able, like, I can when I go to the YouTube homepage and it comes up in like a little notification, but I can't see them like on just the regular chat page, which I should be able to just fine, but I can't. See, this is where it usually is, but I'm gonna make the screen small. Right here, where there's like related to, there's usually a chat right there, but there's not right now. Which is why it's such.
Okay, what is your Google thingy?
A Google thingy.
Is it Culp Fiction? So.
It's the Caty. No. THE. Caty Life @gmail.com. It's under that account, but oh my God, you might just have to do Culp Fiction. I'm not sure. I have no idea how it works on an Android. So, sorry. This blows. Also, my boyfriend is at tech school for age, and he says he hates Shepherd.
Yep, Shepherd sucks.
Shepherd sucks. This one.
Yeah, but what's that one?
Some other dude. I don't know. That's why the URL it's CulpFiction1 because Culp Fiction was already taken. Isn't that sucky? People are stealing our names, except not actually because they had it first. Oops.
Yeah,
all right. Okay. Hold on. I might have a solution.
Go here to see the chat.
Yes. Thank you guys for tweeting us that link because now I hopefully. Actually, I'm going to pull up Twitter here. Ah! Oh my God, I can't spell today. Especially a link like Twitter should be able to. Q&A on Google Plus Hangouts? Really? Okay. Hold on. Hey! Okay, click the select button to answer the question.
So did you get it?
Maybe.
Okay, yeah, I got these questions right here. I just don't know.
Yeah. I
don't know how.
It's okay. I think this is where we want to be.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I think this is where we want to be. I've always wondered how your and Blake's parents felt about you and Blake getting married so young. These are questions. Okay.
How recent are they?
I don't know how recent they are. Okay, so we found the questions where the chat is, except there's no timestamps. So I think you see the +3. I think it works with Google Plus, how people like thumbs up the ones that they want answered the most and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go down the line. So I've always wondered how your and Blake's parents felt about you and Blake getting married so young. What do you have to say? It's okay. Wait, what is this?
Oh, okay, yeah, these must be new.
Yeah.
Photo shoot.
Yeah. Does that make sense? He's looking at it on his phone, even though it's like right here in the corner of the screen. So, whatever.
Sure.
Our parents weren't they weren't opposed to it. In fact, they were really supportive of it. And I think your mom was the only one that was like, she said that we were young and that's the only reservation she had about it, pretty much. And because I asked her about it, I was like, is like getting married right now that's what we're gonna do? And she's like, yeah, that's totally I totally understand that, and everybody supports you in what you do. And she understood. All of them understood because of the situation. Because if we're being totally 100% completely honest, we probably would not be married right now if he was not in the military. Because I think that's kind of the pushing factor that made us want to get married, because otherwise we wouldn't be together. Like, we would be separated for so long, it wouldn't even really be possible in a sense. And plus there was like a huge possibility at the time, before you enlisted, like you could be stationed overseas. We could have literally oceans between us. And so for us, we were super, super compatible. We still are super, super compatible anyway. So marriage just kind of seemed like, although we were young and although the military definitely helped push us into that direction, I think it would have happened eventually anyway, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it just happened a little bit sooner than we thought, even at the time, if that makes sense. Is that about what you think?
Sure.
Sure. He's not feeling super hot right now, so your tea's ready too, by the way.
Yeah, we get some.
Yeah, he's making some tea. If you put a little lemon in it and some honey, it'll help your throat. Let's see. Okay, so select. Oh. Done. I answered that one.
Duh.
Okay. This is kind of cool because you select the question you're going to answer, and then like when you're answering it, you just push like, hey, I'm answering this question right now, and then I don't know. We're still new to Google Plus. We're figuring this out. Okay. What places are you able to be stationed at? My husband and I can only be stationed at Barksdale or Minot. Ooh. And we are in Barksdale.
Barksdale.
I think that's Mississippi or Louisiana, I think. You're in Louisiana, I think, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Huh? Really?
Yeah, Barksdale.
Oh, I didn't know that. He can only be stationed at 3 bases right now, which also, because we're kind of in the same boat as you, except our options are different. Oh wait, hold on, select. Currently answering. Okay, so we can only be stationed at 3 bases. We can be stationed at where we are now, Creech Air Force Base, which is in the desert, where Las Vegas is about as close as we can get to it. We can be stationed at Cannon Air Force Base or Holloman Air Force Base, both of which are in New Mexico and in the middle of nowhere. So I think we got the better of the 3 options, if that makes sense. Yeah, Blake's nodding and he's like stirring his little cup of tea. What kind of tea did you get? Peppermint.
Oh, it's pecker.
Bakermint. Done. Did you find a house? Select. So, literally right as I was turning the chat on, we got a voicemail from, okay. We have a realtor. Realtor helped us find this house. but that house is like under a management company, and we got a voicemail from the management company saying that they're reviewing our application and everything, and the only reason it's taking this long, because we put in our application, I think it was Thursday?
Something like that.
Actually, yeah, and in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't really even seem that long. So she called and left a voicemail and basically said, we're just waiting on your current landlord to give us verification that you guys are basically good tenants. So we're expecting the application to go through either on Monday or Tuesday, and then, assuming it all goes well, we will have a house.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah.
That's how that works.
So, no, we do not have a house currently yet, but we're looking at it happening within, like, the beginning of this coming week, which hopefully everything works out. It'll be good. Done. Look at that. Do you like beer, alcohol? What's your favorite? Oh, wait, select. Okay. Why can't I just click the button? Honestly, I'm not the biggest drinker in the entire world. This is like a Virgil's root beer that I'm drinking because it's yummier to me.
Mine.
Yeah, it's actually Blake's and I stole one. But if I'm having an alcoholic drink, it'll usually be a lemon drop. So, what are you laughing at?
It's just funny.
Fun. What's your Twitter? My Twitter is Caty135. Literally CATY135.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. It's the same as the link to the main channel.
Whoa.
Okay. What is your ultimate dream job if there were no limitations? We are also trying to become dual Air Force couple. I cannot thank you enough for making videos to see one side of the military support team. They have helped me. Sweet. What is your ultimate dream job? No limitations. Oh, you have to have something.
Like in the Air
well,
Force?
like anything.
Anything.
You can limit it down to sure.
Yeah.
Let's say Air Force.
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
No, that's the thing. Like, I don't even know what would be my dream job. I have no idea.
I don't know what mine would be either. I think mainly I just want to be happy in whatever I do, just because I know both my parents are very, very, very hard workers, especially my mom. She's like literally working all the time. She hasn't had a vacation. We had the last family vacation we had, I was like 10. She has worked so much, she's tiring herself out, and I don't want to be like my mom. I think my mom is overdoing it a little bit, and so when I see her working, I'm kind of like, I'm gonna not take it that far. That's my goal. So my dream job would just be anything that makes me happy, and I think my personality and my wants and my dreams change so much that it's really hard to it's really hard to say like right now what my dream job would be. I think I'm gonna stop saying if that makes sense. I feel like I'm saying that a lot.
I think mine would probably be something with computers, probably, or
Gaming?
playing video games. Yeah. It sounds really dumb. It sounds like every other
No, it doesn't.
guy's fantasy
Dreams.
job, whatever. Yeah. I don't know what I would want to do. I don't know.
Not really sure. It's a good question.
I mean, I like my job, so it's not like, I mean, I don't, it's not my dream job, obviously, but I don't, it's not a crappy job.
Yeah. You're content. If you don't work
And
crazy hours.
You got pretty much job security, too.
Yeah. Right now, anyway.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, because remember when they were doing are they still doing the force shortages sort of thing?
But I'm a critically manned field.
Right.
So they're not going to get rid of us.
Yeah, so he's critically manned, so they can't kick you out.
That's like watching myself do it. It's funny.
Yeah. I need to make sure I click these and then press the done button. Okay. When do you guys plan to have children? How many do you think you want to have? Do you want to answer this?
I don't know. Sometime.
sometime. I think we'd give different
Not
answers.
anytime soon.
Yeah, no, we're not trying to have any kids until. I said this in the other video too. A lot of these questions I answered in the question and answer video that I filmed on my other channel. But I said in that video, I said basically minimum, like the very minimum, 5 years, which would put me at 26 years old, and he would be 26 or 25 or 26. But I still think that's like on the early side of things, I think.
Yeah.
And I think before we have kids, I want to make sure we're financially stable and we're not in a one-bedroom apartment. But hopefully that'll be changing next week. So, yeah.
Hope so.
Yeah. And how many kids do you want to have? Zero idea. I've always thought 2 would be a good number, but I think it's one of those things where you have to have one kid and see how one kid goes until you decide if you want to have another one, you know? Just because kids are exhausting. Like, they're tiring and they're crazy. And I think it's tough to kind of gauge how many you want to have until you've already tested it out and had one. You need a guinea pig.
Yeah.
Okay. When you first started dating Blake, I presume you were already on YouTube. Was it difficult for him to adjust being filmed by you and putting that on the internet? You established boundaries for the two of you and what you should film and not film. That's a really good question. I have been on YouTube. I had a YouTube channel in 2006. I'm kind of a veteran YouTuber. I didn't start making videos until 2008 or 2009, but that's still like a really long time before a lot of really popular YouTubers even. But so yeah, you were gonna spill that. That was kind of going all over the place.
No, it's good.
It's good. All right.
Don't worry about
it. I think there are definitely boundaries that, I mean, obviously we're not going to film everything, and I think especially if you watch the vlogs, sometimes you have to realize that that is literally like 10 or 15 minutes of an entire day. I don't whip out the camera all the time, and I don't film every single thing that happens throughout the day, because then we'd be looking at a video that would be like 8 hours long, and yeah. He's like, yeah. Sometimes he'll come home and we'll just talk about his day, and we don't film that at all because he might not be able to put that on YouTube. Like, you can't talk about half the things that he, you know, it's not public really. But then at the same time, like, that's the time where we kind of like unwind. He plays video games. I edit usually. We just kind of spend that time just like winding down. So I think most of the time we don't film a lot after he gets home from work, just because then we can spend time together and not have to worry about whipping out the camera and everything like that. So that's that's like our time to like just be together. But how did you feel when I started like filming and stuff? You get better answers than that.
How did I feel?
Yeah, how do you feel about it?
I feel fine. Yeah. It was new.
It was new.
Yeah. New. It was weird.
It was weird.
Having a camera in your face all the time.
But you get used to it.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess.
I guess. I mean, you are. Now you're used to it.
Yeah. Mainly it just takes a lot of getting used to, and even now, like, you're very much like sometimes he doesn't have the same impulse that I have to literally take the camera with me wherever I go, because that's kind of my thing where I just like anything could be fun and interesting to film, and anything is something that I want to remember. But he's kind of like he just doesn't have the same impulse as I do. So I think that's one part where we differ, but you're not unhappy with it. No, it's just something to get used to, I think. Yeah. Without invading the privacy of little kids, would you comment on how things are going with you two and Blake's sister? She's back home in Washington, and
yeah. She texts me every once in a while and says that she misses us, and pretty much that's it.
Yeah, there's nothing really I don't know. We do. She's what, 12?
No, she's 13.
She's 13? No,
Yeah.
she's not. She's turning 13 in November. Right? Isn't she 12
Wait,
now?
yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever year it is, 2014, she'll be
13.
She'll be 13, but
Okay.
she's not 13 yet this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's just kind of a different, obviously, I don't want to say generation, because she's not like a completely different
We're 8 years
generation.
apart.
Yeah, so there's a huge gap in age, so she's just back home. There's not really anything really to comment on. She just does her own thing and we do ours, and that's kind of how my whole family is too. Oh gosh. Select.
Now I have to answer it all over again.
No.
People have no idea what we're talking about.
Okay, done.
Okay, did we finish that question?
Did we? Didn't we? Like, there's not really anything to really
yeah.
comment on. She's chilling, and we're chilling, and we chill.
She didn't want me to go to BMT at first. She's like, "Can you break your legs so you can stay here?" I think she literally said that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I was kind of bummed when you went to BMT too. I think it's not hard to be, really. Do you get weird looks when you film in public? Probably. Honestly, when I'm whipping out the camera and I'm like, "Hey guys, what's up?" It's kind of like I'm zoning in on the camera specifically so I don't look around and like see the weird looks that I'm getting. Occasionally, I'll whip it out in like a Target or something is a really good example where
That'd be good for
we're like walking around and vlogging and stuff, and we'll go down an aisle that's super crowded and it's like, there's a lot of people down this aisle. And sometimes, yeah, I won't vlog that because that's awkward and it feels awkward. But then the other times, I don't care, like at all.
No, you don't.
He's like, yeah, you don't care at all. Yeah, it takes, like I said before, it just takes a lot of getting used to. And you get really good at it too. And I think the whole vlogging thing has helped with everything, like every aspect, especially of like my online stuff. So I noticed if you go back and watch the videos on my old channel, like my the Caty, my main channel, the Caty135 channel, if you go and look at those videos and you go back in time to where we weren't vlogging at all, it's like I'm a different person. I don't have the same personality as I do when I vlog, and I think vlogging has really helped bring out my own natural personality and not so much one that you're just putting up a front for the camera, which is what I do on the main channel. So I think it's helped in that aspect because I don't feel artificial in front of the camera on my main channel as much anymore, just because it's helped a lot. You vlog everywhere and it's like, oh, this is just life. This is just what we do. So Blake's pretty much just hanging out here. It's chill. It's cool.
It's a Google Hangout. That's what I do.
Yeah, hanging out's chill, man.
Okay.
What?
Now,
You guys are funny, LOL. Hey!
Macarena.
No, that's wrong.
No.
Okay, we're not going to do that.
Wait. So that one came up earlier, and that one did not get answered.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Barks. Oh. Well, okay. We'll answer that one. We're going to answer this one first because I already clicked it.
Big job.
You seem like a pretty great cook. What's your and Blake's favorite meal you cook?
Well,
What's
the
your
steaks are in
favorite?
the fridge and
Yeah,
they're cooked.
We can cook steak tonight if you want.
Yes, you can.
Well, what's your favorite?
That you make?
Yeah.
I mean, those steaks are really good. I mean, steak's always good.
Steaks are really good if they're done right. It's really easy to like mess up a really good steak though. So if I do it right, I'll probably say those steaks. But if I do it wrong, those steaks are not like, I mean, they're good, but they're not like as good as they are when they're done right. So I like baking. I think I like cookies. Those cookies I made.
Which ones?
Those really good chocolate chip ones that you took to work. Those ones are like
perfect.
perfect.
Ate a ton of those. He's like, oh my god, I can't stop eating them.
They were so good. I have to do a video on that. I have to remember to do that because I posted that I would, and now I have to. Okay, let's see. Where was that one?
Right there.
This one. Select. Okay. Barksdale is in Louisiana. Haha. My husband's a B-52 mechanic, but he wants to cross-train when he's able to. Would you ever cross-train, Blake?
Yes. But
He said yes. I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
If he's not speaking up, then let us know, because I'm kind of the louder person in this relationship, and he kind of is a lot quieter.
As I said earlier, my field is critically manned, which does not usually allow you to cross-train out of.
Really?
You have to cross-train into a critically manned field, but if you're in a critically manned field, I don't think you can cross-train out unless you are a first-term airman. I think you have a better chance at it.
Cross-training out?
Yeah.
Well, you are.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I can try, and I would like to cross-train, do something different.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, go somewhere else. I don't know what I want to do, because the list this year of critically manned field is going to be different 4.5 years down the road when I actually can cross-train. So it doesn't really matter what's on there this year, because I can't. It might change.
Yeah. Can you explain what critically manned field is for those who might not know? Because I don't even know. Is it just a job where
Basically,
the people that are working it are essential?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Because we're not nonners, essentially. Her husband's not a nonner. He's a mechanic. That's essential.
I know.
Yeah.
Are all mechanics essential? Like that's a critically manned field all the time?
No, not all mechanics. No. Ours is critically manned field because they're like new.
That makes sense.
They're new in compared to like a B-52 that's been around since 1952.
That makes sense, I guess. And he works on RPAs too, because I feel like that would have come up if we didn't clarify.
Basically, what you people call
drones. Yeah.
Except they don't. Why work? They don't like calling them drones because
they don't call them drones. I still call them drones, but he's like, no, they're RPAs, and I'm like, whatever.
Because I was at this like meeting thing or an orientation thing, and the guy is like, people call them drones, but they're not drones because a drone is essentially a thing that is just a shell and it doesn't have
a brain,
and it just kind of does whatever. Like, I don't know, the way he explained it made sense when he said it. So yeah, it's just what people call drones. That
to me, they're still drones.
Yeah, they are drones, but they're just, everyone knows what you're saying when you say drone.
Yeah.
They're RPAs because they're remotely piloted aircraft.
They're drones.
Yep. Excuse you.
Okay. Select. Can you read that? I'm chewing.
Blake, what was your favorite/least favorite part of BMT? I just graduated in February, chilling now in Monterey.
Monterey's gorgeous. Oh my god.
With my wife, who follows Culp Fiction religiously.
Mm.
So I'm assuming you're DLA. I don't know what language you're learning, but that's pretty cool.
What's DLA stand for?
Defense language.
Language.
No, DLA. DLI, not DLA.
What's DLA?
DLA, I think, is Defense Logistics Agency or something like that. DLI is Defense Language Institute, I think. I don't know. I had a friend in tech school who failed out of DLI and went into mechanics, like avionics, pretty much.
And tech school's really long too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 2 years.
Okay, but okay. Favorite and least favorite part of basic?
Least favorite part, probably just being
there.
like not being able to call somebody whenever you want, pretty much, or talk to anybody. I mean, it's not that bad. You get over it. You get used to it, and it doesn't, because you're with a bunch of people that you not necessarily have to become friends with, but you have to be able to work as a team. And one of our MTIs explained it like this, like the dudes, when they come in, they all hate each other at first, and then near the end of it, they all love each other. They're all like bros and everything. Women, the girls, when they come in, they all love each other at first, and at the end of it, they're all bitching and they hate each other.
That's pretty much how life is too.
That's pretty much how they explain it. So, yeah, the least favorite part is being like out of communication or lack of communication. But
what was your favorite part?
You get used to it. I lost 10 pounds there.
That was amazing.
That was cool.
Like, you graduated, and I was like, holy crap, you're skinny.
Yeah.
We were both pretty chubby, too, right when you left. That was, like, the time where I think that was, like, the heaviest I had been in a really long time, and you could see it in my face, and, that was bad. But then when he was gone, I was, like, insane about working out and eating right and everything, and I dropped a lot of weight, and you dropped a lot of weight, and then we were this hot, skinny couple when we graduated, and now we live together, and now we have to do it
now
again.
we're fat.
Yeah.
No, favorite part is probably, as cheesy as it sounds, is finding out that you can actually do all that stuff. And it's not like it's hard or anything, because nothing like Marine boot camp or Army boot camp or anything like that. But still, it's not a cakewalk, I guess. But just being able to do it.
It's a lot harder than sitting at home all day and babysitting. I would think.
And then,
that's what I was doing at the time.
Basically, running 3 miles every other day sucks. And then
He doesn't like to run.
I hate running.
I like to run.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. Love how Katie tried elegantly to shove loads of food in her mouth. I'm not as elegant as I obviously come across. I tried really hard. It didn't work. I have tuna salad, too. It's not even a pretty food. Have you made friends in Las Vegas? Or do you just kind of hang out and be a cute married couple? More the latter, I think, than anything else. You have lots of friends. He works with people. I'm kind of a hermit, and
Just at one of
yeah, he wasn't even here all day. He was like with his friends.
I was at my expediter's house, actually.
What does that mean?
He's like in charge of, like, he's not even in my shop technically. He's
Really? He's
in charge of, our shift lead reports to them, and then he reports to Pro Soup.
Oh, so he's like a level above you guys.
Yeah, he's a tech.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
It was so weird because when he first came on to shift, he was like a staff for like 3 days, and then all of a sudden he had tech on. And I kept looking, I was like, pretty sure you had like one less stripe yesterday. What happened? Or we're like,
did you tell him that? Like, did you ask?
No, I talked to him about that. I gave him a ride home, or a ride to the parking ride one night. And I was telling him about that. I was like, yeah, I saw you with like staff one day, and the next day you had tech. I was really confused. But yeah.
And
Sorry,
so I guess
no,
it's okay. So I guess I'm mainly friends with your coworkers.
I guess.
I don't really have my own friends. Is that really sad? It's probably really sad. That's one of the things I'm looking.
Pathetic.
I'm pretty pathetic. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to when we move, because when we move, actually I have to neighbors, but also I have to look at the map, and we literally, when we were house hunting, we saw like so many houses at once that I don't even remember. Like the house that we're trying to get right now, I don't even remember what the layout looks like. I don't even remember where it's located on the map. I don't remember anything about that house. I just know that it's closer to civilization, because right now we're kind of on the literally like what is it, like the line of the city. Like there's nothing in our backyard pretty much. It's just like the city just ends. And that's how all of Las Vegas is. There's like all of downtown, but once you get out of downtown and like the suburbs, there's nothing. It's desert. And we're moving, and it'll be closer to like civilization, so I can walk and get to know more people and get a job, like if I want to, and babysit more and nanny more. Get a second car. Like there's just a lot of things we can do once we move, but right now it's not even an option because we're so far away from everything. And I would go to the bus and like hop on the bus and go somewhere, but the bus is like an hour-and-a-half walk away, so I'd have to plan that out quite extensively. I don't even know how much it costs. I guess I could look that up. But the point is, we're going to move, and things will change, I think. Hoping. Maybe. Wow, it's a lot quieter with that off.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to turn that off, but now I don't have to.
Feels good with it on, though.
I know. Are you hot?
No, I'm fine now.
Did you have your tea?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Is it good? Did you put honey and stuff in it? Ooh, it's sweet. It tastes like sweet tea, but hot. And pepperminty.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Do you feel like being married made you guys grow up faster?
In a way, kind of have to, because I'm legally responsible for her.
Darn.
No, I signed something saying that I will
Be legally responsible for me.
and I will provide for you. And if I can't, then I get in trouble.
Yeah.
Basically.
With the military and everything.
Violating a contract. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane. I didn't know that. But I mean, on my end, I feel like it didn't make us grow up that much faster. I mean, I think we still act our age, and we still do fun things, but now we have bills, and now we have, like, grown-up things we have to worry about.
Like finding a house?
Like finding a house and doing all that and getting food for our dog, and that's not even, like, that bad. But, you know, like, there's bills and stuff you have to think about, but if we weren't married and we lived together, we'd probably still have those kind of issues, and we'd still have to, like, grow up in that sense. So I think more than marriage that made us grow up, it's just moving away from home, I think, made us grow up a lot more quickly, just because
we couldn't rely on our parents.
We couldn't rely on anybody else. We had to learn. We had to grow up and learn for ourselves. And I think that was what made us grow up faster. Not so much getting married, just actually being a grown up. So that's what I think anyway.
Sure.
Yeah. Caty, are you still pursuing your online degree? I am. I'm in an accounting class right now. Hold on, I'm going to select that. I think the portal was down the other day and I couldn't do work, which kind of bummed me out. But yes, I am. And I should be finishing that class up here pretty soon. And I think that's a what is it called? I have to take a proctored exam for that one.
Webcam thing?
Yeah. The other classes that I took last term, they were all performance assessments, and performance assessments where I was just writing papers all the time, and I submitted the final papers, and that was like the equivalent of taking a final test. But this one I have to actually take a test, so it'll be fun. You guys need to do a challenge video. Oh gosh, I know we do. We've been talking about that for a while, and who did I just start watching? BF versus GF. Like boyfriend versus girlfriend. I don't know if you guys watch their vlogs, but they're hilarious. But they do challenge videos like every Sunday, and they're always different, and they're always hilarious, and I'm getting ideas. So he's less down. He's like, oh God, a challenge.
I'm looking at the other questions too.
Okay. You guys compliment each other so well. Blake, you are such a level-headed guy, which is amazing for your age. And Caty, you are so lively and curious. Both are obviously intelligent. I predict a long, long marriage. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Biggest fight you guys ever had, like breaking up point. I don't think we've ever had a breaking up point. It's never been that bad. Mine and my husband's was over a chipped tooth. So he had a green mask on, and I was trying to take a pic, and he wouldn't let me. So I chased him around the house, and he accidentally dropped the shower door on me. Dropped the shower door.
Maybe it was like one of those sliding doors, you know, that you get into the tub.
Yeah.
I don't know how that came off the track. That's pretty amazing.
That happened in my old house. We had a shower door that came off the track. It's a heavy thing. Fights, we really don't fight that much. Like, at all. I think we bicker a little bit sometimes, but we never really have full-on arguments or even fights or anything like that. I think the biggest issues we've had are probably to do with bills and money. Maybe. Yeah, but yeah, like it's not, we've never had it to the point where I didn't want to do this anymore. Like, it's never been that bad, I don't think. So we've had a consistent relationship ever since we started dating. Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing to fight about. There's not anything to fight about.
Yeah, not really.
It sounds really unicorny, as in like, you know, I know every couple fights. Every couple has those things. And yeah, every couple does fight, but we don't fight.
We don't fight that much. We don't really have much to fight about, I guess. Maybe.
No, I don't get mad at you for anything, except for like leaving all the shit everywhere.
Yes, I'm a dirty person. He's a cleanly person. It leads to frustrations, but not full-on fights, I don't think. I wouldn't even say like arguments even. He'll just be like, he'll come home, and if the dishes aren't done, he'll be like,
I'll do them. And I do them.
You do not?
Yeah, I do. I do the dishes.
Oh, I'm not saying you don't do the
Oh,
dishes.
okay.
I'm saying like if you come home and you see the dirty dishes, you're not gonna do them right then. You're gonna like go play games. Yeah. What's Blake's favorite band? I know this. Who else knows this? You can answer.
Are we answering that question?
You can answer that question.
It's Metallica. Has been for quite a few years. I know it's really like, you either hate Metallica or you love Metallica.
That's not true. I can handle Metallica. I don't love Metallica. I don't hate Metallica. I can listen to like 5 songs and then I'm done. And then I'm like, okay, my Metallica quota is full for the day. I have to be done now.
No such thing.
Yeah, he's like, nope, there's no such thing.
Yes,
as
I also do
Metallica.
love Five Finger Death Punch.
Volbeat.
I love Volbeat. Yeah.
He's a very like concentrated taste of music. You have a very specific taste. It's very much the same thing. Not in a bad way. It's just like you just listen to the same type of music, and that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a hip hop fan, rap, any of that. I don't like that. Dance music, I don't like that. I don't know.
I'm kind of down to listen to whatever, really, and then.
I do love Macklemore.
Yeah, well, that's just because he's from
Seattle.
home. Yeah.
If he wasn't from Seattle, I probably wouldn't like him as much.
I still like him.
But yeah, no, I'd still like him, I guess. It's just that he like references Seattle quite a bit, so it kind of makes it way easier to like, because it's like home, and he's not just like, I don't know.
No, I understand. That makes sense. I gotcha. Okay. Defense Language Institute, Foreign Language Center, learning Urdu, language of Pakistan. That's pretty interesting.
That's what my friend in tech school. No, he was learning Farsi.
Is that Iraq?
I
think, yeah.
That's Arabic.
That's
not Arabic.
No, it's not Arabic. I think that's the language
Iraqi.
of Iraq. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Farsi.
Something like that. Yeah.
Pretty interesting stuff.
It was,
Good luck. That's really intense. That's like
that's-
really intense stuff.
You come out of that though like a senior airman, I think, practically.
Yeah.
And it's good.
It's long, but you're in Monterey, you're on the beach, and it's beautiful, and you're learning a language, and that's really impressive. Even if you weren't in the Air Force, that would be really impressive. Like,
And that's extra
really
pay
cool.
too for
Is it really?
knowing a second language. Yeah. Like I think Citron can get up to like $240 extra a month because he's English is his second language actually.
What's his first language?
Russian.
Russian?
Yeah. He's like from.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and he speaks like fluent Russian like perfectly because
He's Russian.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So he needs to take it. You have to take that test, and then you can get. It depends on your level of it. Like there's like I think it's like 1 through 5 or whatever, and 5 is like fluent whatever, and that's the most. So it's like $240 or something extra a month for knowing the language.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Are you guys religious in any way? Did either of you grow up religious? I grew up religious. I'm kind of a Christian light at this point. Light. Like, I'm a very lazy Christian. I grew up Episcopal. I went to church every Sunday when I was a kid. I was baptized and everything. And when I hit about age 13, I stopped for a little bit because I think every person stops when they're like 13 and they're like, no, I want to sleep in on Sundays. And so I didn't until I was about 16, and then I would opt in. My mom wouldn't force me to go. I would just want to go, and so I did that. And then I got lazy about it again, and instead went on like the big Christian holidays. Like I would go on Easter and Christmas and stuff. I'm that person, you know. So I still identify as an Episcopalian, but I'm not like that. I don't go to church every Sunday. I don't think we've ever been to church in Las Vegas, mainly because he doesn't want to go. Well, not doesn't want to go, but it has something to do with the schedule too, because we're sleeping in so late.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
He didn't grow up religious.
Not really.
Not really.
My grandma is.
Yeah.
Kind of my grandpa too, but he kind of just goes along with it.
He just goes along with it.
Yeah, my grandma's pretty religious. I mean, I used to go to church with them when they were here.
Mhm.
And sometimes my mom and I would go to church every once in a while, or sometimes with them. I don't know. It's just not something I did. I don't really.
Just didn't really go in that direction.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah. That's okay.
I don't have a need to do it, I guess. Without offending anyone, I do other things, I guess.
Yeah, he does other things. It's all good. Do you plan to move back to Washington? If so, when? Would you ever want to live anywhere else? I think we'd have to experience other places first. I mean, I would always love to go back home to Washington just because that's home. That's just where everything is. That's where
There's nothing like it.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. That's just where our families are too. And there's always I miss the rain. Never thought I'd miss the rain. I miss the rain, and I miss it a lot. Every day I miss it, and I would love to move back.
And the greenery.
And the green. Oh my God, I miss the fresh air so much. That'd be
The
so
water.
nice. Water. Everything. We just love everything about it. But
Las Vegas is the opposite of home.
it really is the opposite.
No
of home.
water, desert,
Sunshine.
dry, sunny every day, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hot. Barely any green.
Yeah. That's pretty much. Yeah. But that being said, I'm not unhappy here. When we first moved here, I was devastated. Like, I hated it here. I was convinced this was like hell on earth, and I was like, I hated it.
Hot, yeah.
It's about that hot, yeah. It was awful. I hated it when we first moved here, but then I got out of that funk. It takes a couple months to transition, I think, from something that you've always known. And once we finally did, it was fine, and I kind of enjoy it now. But I don't know if we'd live anywhere else. I think it really just depends on, we'd have to experience other places. I want to go to overseas and experience overseas for a little bit. That would be like wonderful. That's what I'm hoping for. But I don't know. I'd be down for moving back home. If we had to make that choice, I would.
If
like
it
to
was
make that
between
choice.
Las Vegas and home, I'd go home.
Yeah, pretty much. And if so, when? No idea.
I can't. Yeah.
We can't move home until he's done with your contract. Pretty much. I don't think they're gonna move us to like Holloman or Cannon. No, I think we're stuck here for a little bit.
I wouldn't
so.
mind going to Hawaii on TUI though. $100-something per diem. That would suck.
Whatever.
Mhm.
Gosh. What was the first thing that crossed your mind when you knew Blake was joining the Air Force? Probably something along the lines of, oh shit. Like, I was terrified. I was terrified that it would change everything. It did change everything. But for the worse, I was terrified it would change everything for the worse. Nothing we had ever known was military at all. I didn't know anybody in the military. We had no friends in the military, no family in the military. I wasn't really close to Jordan, though.
I think he wanted to be your boyfriend though.
For a little bit, but not like,
That was funny.
I don't know.
It's kind of weird because like I was talking to him at the same time too. He's like, "Hey man, I'm looking to join the Air Force." And blah 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 blah, and he's like, "Yeah,"
Oh my
but he was
God.
talking to you too, and he's like, "I don't know, I don't remember."
It was so long ago. I was just really scared when you told me you were enlisting. Because you're one of those people that when he says something like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, it's more like, I'm going to do this. Like, it's not thinking. Like, that's how your tattoo went, too. He texts me. He's like, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo. Next day, has a tattoo. Like, pretty much that's how it went.
I'd like to get like half a sleeve.
That'd be cool. But
Yeah.
are you thinking about it? Like, is that going to
I have no
happen?
idea what I put on it.
Oh, that's okay. My husband hated Shepherd, LOL. What did you... Yeah, it's a pretty awful place. What did you do to entertain yourself while you were there? My husband bowled all the time.
I never bowled when I went there. I don't know. I just never did.
You bought this laptop.
Oh yeah, I bought this laptop that she's using.
Yeah, because when we moved, you built your own computer. And you didn't need the laptop anymore, so I got the laptop. But yeah, he bought this laptop. And it was so expensive. I was pissed. I was mad when you bought the laptop. I was like,
Yeah, that's okay.
yeah.
You're welcome.
It was fine. Yeah, I know. It worked out, didn't
Yep.
it?
Because otherwise we would have had to buy you another one anyways.
Yeah.
Because your other computer would not have done that. Or
I know. My other computer that I had is just not... I would not be able to do anything on it that I do now with this laptop. But what did you do in Shepherd? What did you do to pass the days?
Like basically on the weekends, kind of just hang out with a couple of friends I had there. Smoked a lot of those cigarillos or cigarillos.
Oh, those cigar thingies, yeah.
The flavored ones. They're good just because they taste good. And I don't know.
They're like grape swishers and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to just sit outside, like on the bench or whatever, and just listen to the cars go by and all the freaking crickets everywhere.
The jackrabbits.
It's hot. Yeah, the jackrabbits look like they were on cocaine out there. Like they look like crack addicts.
Crack
like
addict
they were really
rabbits.
Skinny and their eyes were like red and freaky. Like
That's terrifying.
Yeah, they were weird. But,
oh my goodness.
That and excuse me. Wow. Gaming, kind of. Anything kind of to stay out of the heat outside too, because it
was pretty unbearable. Yeah. When I visited, we got married in May when he was, so literally a year ago you were still here. There. You were in Shepherd a year ago right now. And actually I might have still been there at this point. Because we got married 24th. Yeah, so I might have already just left there or something. But I remember driving around in our rental car in Shepherd, like in Wichita Falls, and it was so unbearable. Like it was hot, but it was sticky. It was so humid, and it was awful. Somebody asked on Instagram, I want to answer this one before I forget. Besides your wedding and anniversary trip, what are the best and worst memories you both have together? I loved it when we drove down to California with Becca and Garrett. We were you going in, like, was it for sure thing you were in the Air Force at that point?
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah, sure.
I don't remember, but I remember.
It was my birthday pretty much that we went down.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the day we left, I think, or...
Yeah, I remember, because it was like 5 in the morning when we left, and we celebrated your birthday it was on the beach in Oregon, wasn't it? Like, remember there was that campground that we stayed at?
Mm-hmm.
It was cool.
That was nice.
It was really nice. We drove down to, like, the San Francisco area with the 2 friends of ours and just, like, chilled. It was so nice. And we were gone for, like, a week or something, and we stayed with her uncle in, Lafayette, California. And it was, like, just outside of San Francisco area. It was so nice. I loved that. And I also loved, where was that place we go? That you went, Oregon, middle of Oregon, by Bend.
Sun River.
Sun River, Oregon.
That was probably one of the best family vacation things I've done.
It was so much fun. We went with his family. It was your dad's girlfriend, Emma, her daughter, and Maddie, and you and me, right? And it was just so much fun. We just, like, sat around the campfires, and we would, like, we did the hot dogs. Remember the swirl hot dogs?
Yeah.
It was just so nice. And that was in Sun River, Oregon. It was perfect.
Yeah, I definitely want to go back to that place because that place was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is about that place. It was like the perfect combination of, like, really nice weather and, like, green, like,
but also dry.
Also dry, but it was also, like, it was just fun. Like, I don't even know why.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't know. It was just a cool
Everything
place.
about it was really nice.
It was just really fun, and it was nice to be somewhere else with, like, family and everything, and having Caty with us was awesome because she was the only one who was, like, not in the family.
I wasn't in the family at that point.
Well, I mean, you were, yeah, because obviously you were with us, but
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't married into your family at that point.
And I don't know. It was just a lot of fun,
Mm-hmm.
and there was always stuff to do there. Like, we rented bikes, and we would bike from our little, like, cabin thing down into where everything was, like the pools and everything. And
it was a resort town, but it was nice.
Yeah.
It was really, really nice. Anyway, worst memory. I really didn't like it when you left for basic. That night when I was dropping you off at the hotel. But also before that point was probably one of the best meals I've ever had in my life. We went to the Metropolitan Grill. Metropolitan Grill, downtown Seattle, $72 filet mignon steak with lobster mac and cheese. It was phenomenal. It was like the best steak I dream of that steak still.
That steak came from like, it was a combination of like Kobe beef.
No, it was Wagyu. It was Wagyu beef.
Okay, I thought it was a combo of them.
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe it came from like Japan or something.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
it was really
Japanese beef, but it was like the best meat you can get. That's why it's so freaking expensive. Because the fillet was like.
It was like that big.
It was a
like
good sized fillet. It wasn't like small, but it wasn't like a huge ass steak.
Yeah.
But it was like $60-something for that steak, and it was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. But we went to the Metropolitan Grill for his goodbye dinner, and then literally hopped in my car. Yeah, and I drove him to the hotel where you were staying for. It was like MEPS check-in sort of thing, and that's where you were staying that night, and you would hop on the plane the next morning, and it was just sitting in the parking lot, in the hotel parking lot, and just crying. Like, we just cried together. Like, well, I don't even remember the last time I've seen you cry. Like, that is the last time I think I remember him crying. And it was awful, but it was like the turning point in our relationship. Because everything from that point was, like, we would write letters and talk about marriage and stuff. And even though we didn't even talk about it before that point, really. That was like the moment where everything changed, and so it was awful, but it was kind of awesome in that sense too. So, if that makes sense.
It was a feeling.
Yeah, it was just a feeling, and oh gosh, my heart like aches just thinking about it. So anyway, which one of you does Noelle love more?
I'll let you answer this.
She loves Blake more, like a lot. Like, every time he gets home from work, I think also it's probably because we're together all the time, so Noelle's like used to me. But when Blake goes to work during the day, she misses him so much, it's insane. And
even when I take the
garbage out, like anytime he leaves this apartment, she freaks out and she lays down like right here, right by the front door, and it's just like, when is he gonna come back? She doesn't do that to me. She doesn't care about me. She
does sometimes when you leave and it's just her and I here. She'll come in and like, where's mommy? I don't care. And she does.
Yeah, and then she doesn't care anymore. So it lasts literally like 2 minutes. And but with you, it's like she misses you so much when you're gone. And then when he comes home from work, she's like a bullet and like daddy, and like comes up and jumps on him and like
she gets up on me.
She gets up and she like
and she like paws, like, okay.
Petty,
pay attention to me.
It's so cute, but it's just like, yeah, she loves him like way more.
And like in the morning, when she's in the crate or whatever, she'll get up to go get her, and she'll open the crate, and I'll still be in bed. And as soon as she opens the crate door,
she
comes out,
runs out of the crate. She doesn't even care about me opening the crate.
Yeah.
She just cares about getting to him every morning. So
where's Daddy?
Where is he? Yeah. Do you plan on getting any tattoos? I'm not opposed to getting tattoos.
I think you look really good with tattoos.
I feel like I would need lots of them. Like, I feel like once you get one, you have to get more. I don't know, but I'm not opposed to getting tattoos, but I would need something super significant in my life to get a tattoo of. Like, I would probably get a tattoo of, like, my first child's birthday or something like that. I don't know. I wouldn't just get a tattoo.
It has right here.
Really?
Big thing. It says Olivia, and it's like
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So I don't know if I would. I don't know if I just get a tattoo just because I like the look of it. I think I would need something significant to happen to me before I get a tattoo.
It's kind of what I did.
Yeah, you just got one just because.
I just like the way it looks.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, if you want to get a tattoo for any reason, it's all good.
It kind of goes along with like the music that I like, and then also like cars and stuff, because I'm not like a mechanic on cars or whatever, but I like cars.
Yeah.
What guy doesn't? Kind of. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You put out a lot of videos, so are there ever days where you don't want to do it?
Per day.
I wouldn't say there are days where I don't want to do it, because I love the process. I love the process of filming, and I love editing, and I love making it look right, like just right. The vlogs don't take a huge amount of effort to make. It's mostly just time consuming, because you have to import all of the footage from how many ever days you have. Usually our vlogs are 2 days. Like, they'll have like days from, and the weekends are even longer too. So like we're in the weekend right now. I'll import the footage on Monday of all of the weekend footage, and depending on how much footage I have, it can take like an hour to just import the footage because it's all like super HD footage. And I'll import it, and then the editing process can take anywhere from between an hour to 2 hours, and then you have to export it and make sure it's in the right format, and that can take anywhere between like an hour or 2 hours. And then the upload process, just depending on how your internet's going that day, because some days it goes up quick, and some days it takes forever, especially when it's processing, and it takes so long to process a video. So it's not so much that there are days where I don't want to do it all, because I don't mind doing it. It's just time consuming more than anything else. And it takes a lot of waiting. There's a lot of waiting because when it's exporting or something like that, it's not even, I'm not going to say it's not usable, but I can't export a video and also edit one at the same time. I have to wait until that one is done being exported before I can edit another one. So it's time consuming, but I love it, and I don't foresee I will ever not love it, because it's kind of a creative outlet too, and I love doing that kind of stuff. So
we should scroll down a little bit and answer some questions on the bottom. If some of them maybe got.
Okay. Where are you guys from? We're from the Seattle area. Yay, Washington. We're gonna do some quick ones. Okay. Let's see. What do you think of the precision measuring equipment laboratory job or biomedical equipment, if you know anything about them? Just reading off the list my husband has. Do you know anything medical? Like, do you know of like how it goes or anything?
PML is not medical.
Whatever, I don't know.
It might have some medical stuff to it. I don't know. Also, the camera got really
like slow. Oh, there we go.
That was weird.
Internet.
Yeah.
You know.
PML. Basically, what you do is, like, we use PML. We send our stuff to PML, like torque wrenches and scales, and just as the name says, precision measurement. Like, so for example, a torque wrench. You set your torque, and then you torque it to that, and it has to be precise. So every whatever the year or whatever the time limit is, time frame, it has to be sent back to PML to be calibrated, pretty much.
Okay.
So that's pretty much what you do. You calibrate and work on the tools that are used by like mechanics and stuff. So it's a
necessary job.
And you go to Kiesler for that for 6.5 months.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I think that's how long it is. I think something like that. And then
it's crazy.
Biomedical equipment. Basically, you work on biomedical equipment, like maintaining them, pretty much. I think that's what you do. I'm assuming.
Where do medical jobs go? Like for tech school and stuff. I guess it depends, huh? I don't know.
It used to be. I think some of it's here.
Here? Nellis?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
some of it's
I know that.
Nellis,
okay.
And I think also some of it's Lackland.
Okay.
Which
that makes sense.
kind of suck. Yeah, I graduated.
Lackland is not.
Back.
I liked Lackland more than I liked Shepherd.
Yeah.
So shut up. You at least in Lackland you have San Antonio as the city. How do you feel? We have an Instagram question. How do you feel about Blake getting deployed? Are you going to stay in Las Vegas or go home? The plan is that I'm going to go home when he deploys, because his deployments are 4 months long. So it's not. It's not so long that I'm not going to be missing anything back here, but it's also short enough that I can spend that time with my family and everything, and have that support system back home, and really I'd feel more comfortable at home anyway. But honestly, I thought I would be more terrified of the idea of him getting deployed than I am, because I'm sure I might be once that actually rolls around, but he's not even eligible to deploy until like next year.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So I'm not really worried about it until I have to worry about it. So I haven't really thought about it that much, just because I don't want to get bummed out about something that isn't even a for sure thing that's going to happen yet, if that makes sense. So, okay, I'm going to scroll back up. Hey, Culps, this is so cool. Love you guys. I am going to BMT graduation this Thursday. That's so exciting. What do you guys do? What did you guys do for Base Liberty? Do you have any suggestions? What did we do? We went and got pizza. That's all I remember. And you had to get clothes. You had to like sew things. There was something that you had to do for your uniform. He ran errands, and we were like just chilling with him pretty much. I was just somebody who was like there for a little bit. No, actually though, it was like it was amazing. I loved it. That was probably one of the single greatest weekends of my entire life, just because it was so. Nothing beats seeing them again for the first time in 2 months after not seeing them. Like it's a feeling, it's an emotion I cannot even describe. It's so overwhelming. I wanted to cry, I wanted to laugh, I wanted to scream. It was just so emotional. And I don't even remember what we did. I just loved spending that time with you. Like, I don't even remember. What were you gonna say?
It's Puffin 1016. Whoever you're going to the graduation for, your significant other, do not, because Base Liberty means you can go anywhere on base and buy anything. Do not let that person buy a ton of sugary crap or candy or terrible, crappy food. Do not let them do that. Like, you can have, like, go to Burger King or something and get, like, a regular, burger and fries, milkshake, whatever you want. Do not buy a ton of candy. Do not buy a bunch of crappy food, because they will puke. Because all the food at Basic is sugar-free stuff. None of it's, like, real sugar. So their bodies have not had real sugar for, like, 2 months. So if they get an overload of that, they're going to puke. Like, people in my flight did that. People, the flight before me, all the MTI said that.
Don't eat a ton of sugar.
Yeah, and do not let them bring that food back to the
dorm?
Yeah, because they will get fucked. Seriously, they will get fucked. So don't do that.
Sorry for the lack of censorship also in this video.
Yeah,
I cannot.
But I'm just telling you, that's how it's going to be bad. Like, they're going to get in extreme trouble, and...
They're gonna get in trouble, really?
Yeah, and I think they can revoke your days.
Really?
Yeah,
bringing back sugar?
Bringing back food to the dorm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Anything, yeah. I think they can revoke your days that you have together.
That's really intense.
And your time. They can revoke your time.
Okay, but also he's like terrifying, like even me just hearing all this stuff. Don't even worry about it that much. Just have a ball. Just have fun with that person. I remember, let's see, we went off base and SeaWorld was closed that weekend or something, so we didn't do that. We walked around the river walk. It was beautiful.
Yeah, go to the river walk. Everyone goes there.
Everybody's in uniform and it's all good. Don't hold their hand, but everything else is okay. Well, not like, never mind. I'm just gonna, no PDA.
It's okay. They'll be told the rules and everything, and some of them are stupid and they don't follow the rules, but you need to follow the rules.
Just enjoy your time with them, and just, what was I gonna say?
It goes by quick.
It goes by really
like
quick.
8 hours or something like that, but it goes by quick.
It goes by super quick. I remember we went to the hotel, and like there was just a time where we just like chilled, and just chilling with them. With you, it was amazing. Like, just spending that time, just like sleeping and just like relaxing, just for a little bit, was amazing. And it was.
Yeah, and if they want to sleep, go sleep with them, basically, because they only have to give us 6 hours of sleep a night, and so they're gonna be tired.
Yeah, they're gonna be really pooped.
So if they want to sleep or whatever for an hour or two, go do that with them. Go take a nap with them, because I'm sure you'll be tired from flying and everything if that's what you're doing.
And naps are the best when you haven't napped together in like 2 months. Yeah. Those naps were perfect. Okay, let's see. What squadron was Blake in? My husband was a 331st Wolfpack. What were you? 320.
Worst.
330 worst.
Yeah, I think you guys are right across from the 320th.
He was 3/20th. What was your purse thingy?
Gators.
Gator. The alligator.
331st and 320th, I think, are battlefield airmen squads too.
What does that mean?
Basically, like we had we had TAC Ps.
They had the really intense
PJs.
guys. What are you doing? Sorry, there's something with his chair.
It's like scratching my leg.
I'm sorry. Okay. Wait, did I answer that one? Oh, I guess. My airman and I got married 3 days after your anniversary this year. Oh, congratulations! I just moved to Robins Air Force Base in Georgia. I have never even heard of people going to Robins Air Force Base. I absolutely love your videos, and they helped me through all of the long distance. I'm so glad to hear that. That's awesome.
It's all slow again.
I'm sorry if it's like super laggy. I'm sorry. It'll perk up, I think. I think it has to do with our internet. It goes in and out. Yeah, look. My bars are gone. It'll get back to normal in a minute. Okay, let's see. What's your favorite TV show to watch together?
Wait, what was that question then?
That one that was like, hey, thanks for all your videos. You're really
Oh,
helpful.
okay.
Yeah. What's your favorite TV show to watch together? I think we love Game of Thrones. Tomorrow! I forgot! It comes out tomorrow! That's exciting. Okay, so we love Game of Thrones. And we were watching Vikings for a little bit, and I'd love to start watching that again, because Vikings was good. Oh, but we have to pay for the second season.
Oh, yeah,
that's why we stopped. Yeah, okay, so Vikings, that's on Amazon Video, we loved that one. We watched, what was the first episode? No, we watched a couple of the episodes. Jericho, which is also Amazon Video, I think, and that was pretty good. And that really cringy comedy show.
The Boring Life of Jacqueline.
The Boring Life of Jacqueline. If you go on, it's HBO Go, or if you just have HBO, you should be able to watch it. And it's in the comedy section, and it's an online TV show basically, and each episode is only 15 minutes long, but it's so cringy. And it's addicting, and I don't know. It's weird, but it's a thing.
Yeah. We answered that one too.
Oh.
Well, okay, you got to answer the other one too.
Oh.
Oh no, oh man.
I'm sorry. I got married the day before your anniversary this year. Congratulations, everybody's getting married. How is living with somebody in the military? Honestly, I answered this question in the Q&A video on my channel as well, and I'm editing that. That should be live pretty soon because I'm almost done with it. But it's going to vary depending on what branch they're in. It's going to vary depending on what job they have. But for us, it's literally like a normal day. Like it's normal. The only difference is that he wears a uniform when he goes to work, but he works an 8-hour day. He rarely does any more than that. I don't think you're actually allowed to. Aren't you not allowed to stay super late because of the drive?
Production can keep us for 10 hours. A 10-hour shift for us is a normal 12-hour one because
they have a really long drive to get to work.
To get there, and so technically they can keep us for 12 hours if for some reason we need to.
But they don't want anybody crashing on their way home because they're exhausted, so they don't keep them super late. We haven't been through deployment, so I can't really talk about I can't tell you my experiences with that because I haven't been through it at all. But it's really, really, really super normal. I was terrified when he went in because I thought everything was going to change and that it was going to be really scary and awful, and it isn't at all. It's like a normal 8-hour job day thing. So my experience has been fine. And we get to go on base and stuff too. I love the base amenities. We go to Nellis sometimes and do shopping at the commissary and go to the BX and stuff like that. And it's nice having that available to you, but other than that, it's like a normal job. It's really normal.
The cool thing about base is it's its own world. It's self-sustained.
It is self-sustained. Awesome. My mom always got pissed about that because she was always yeah, Anyway, how is Blake doing with his CDCs?
We don't have CDCs yet for our job, so basically
the CDCs don't exist.
Not yet.
Yet.
They were supposed to come out last year, but they didn't. I don't know why. I'm not complaining because that's one less thing I have to worry about, which is nice to get my 5 level. So.
And he's airman first class too. That's his rank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are you due for senior airman? Next year?
Next year and sometime, I think.
Sometime next year he'll be senior airman.
Yeah.
All right. How was it managing finances when you first got married? We're going to Minot. Lord help us. Okay. I have to stop you right here. Don't go to any base thinking it's going to be the worst thing in the world, because if you think your base is going to be awful, it's going to be awful, and nothing will fix that. So don't think Minot's going to be the best or worst place in the world. It's just a place.
There's things to do there.
There's always something to do. There's always something to make it okay. So don't worry about it. Okay, and the cost of living is 6% higher. What are some things that are absolutely essential for us to get before and after we move in? So we don't live on base, so we can't really talk about. I don't really know if you're living on base. I don't really know what is covered and what isn't. I'm pretty sure they take all your BAH, but you get a house to live in, so that's pretty chill.
They take most of it, I think.
Yeah. When we moved, we had zero furniture. We had nothing. Everything that we owned fit in the Kia. And if you watch the vlogs, like our car, everything we owned fit in that car. And we drove down, and it was packed, and it was a heavy car, but we didn't have any furniture, and we didn't even really have, we just didn't have very much stuff. We didn't have any cleaning supplies.
It was mostly clothes.
It was mostly clothes and like random keepsakes and essentials and stuff, but it wasn't very much at all. And that was one of the biggest reasons we got married when we did, because we got married in May, and Blake didn't graduate tech school until August. So he was receiving BAH and all of this extra like bonus pay kind of while he was in tech school. Huh?
Family sep. Yeah,
family separation pay and everything like that. And we wanted to get married then because all of that extra pay, because he wasn't living off base and he was in tech school, and so he didn't really have a lot of time to be spending money on things. It was like the perfect opportunity to save up all of that money, which is pretty much one of the biggest reasons why we got married when we did, just to save all of that money. And so when we moved, we had all of this extra, like, well, we didn't have extra money, really. We just had enough money to get a couch, and we got a bed, and we got cleaning supplies. I remember we drove down, and we arrived, and we went to Target. We went to Target, and we literally got like 3 shopping carts, and we were like, we need this, we need this, we need this. Do you remember that? We spent like $1,000 at Target on like cleaning supplies. And
Belle was there too.
And no, it was Williams.
No, I know Williams, but Belle was also there doing merchandise, retainment. It's basically a security person, security guard. I can't remember what they call him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. They were watching us when we were there.
Yeah, we had so much stuff because we were
3 shopping carts full of shit.
Full of stuff, like cleaning supplies, bath towels. We didn't have any bath towels. We got a shower curtain. We got sheets for our bed. We had, actually, we came down with plates and stuff. So we had, like, kitchen stuff, but we didn't have any food to put in our fridge. We didn't have...
We had a house in our shopping cart.
Yeah, we pretty much had, like, everything you can imagine in a house. We had it in our shopping carts. So... managing finances hasn't really been that tough. How it usually works for us is the first, because you get paid on the 1st and the 15th, or if you have USAA, you get paid a day before everybody else who doesn't have USAA. Yeah, it's the same timing, but usually for us, the first paycheck we spend on bills and rent and stuff like that, and then the second paycheck, a lot of it goes into savings, and a lot of it gets spent on like fun things. So we'll use the second paycheck to like go out to dinner and go see a movie or something like that. But we just live within our means, and we haven't really had any issues at all.
It's actually really easy. You just don't buy things you can't afford.
We don't have any credit cards, which actually is probably going to bite us in the ass when we have to get a house, like buy a house. But we don't have any credit, really. Well, we probably do now because we were renting, but back when we first started, we didn't have anything, and we just paid for everything that we could and saved a lot.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. Favorite music? Oh, movie. music. Caty and Blake. My favorite movie is The Illusionist, and your favorite movie is
iRobot.
iRobot.
Like, there's no really significance to it. It's just I really like that movie. I used to watch it all the time. Will Smith is awesome. I just thought it was a cool movie. Like, ever since when it came out in 2004 or whatever, and I watched it, I was like, wow, this is so cool. And I got the DVD of it, and every few months I think I would watch it. I don't know why. But
It's a fun movie.
Yeah, we both really love Argo.
Oh, Argo is a really good movie, too.
Argo
We
was an
loved
amazing
Argo.
movie.
I would totally be down to get, like, a Blu-ray player and Argo just to watch Argo.
You can pay for that.
Okay, let's see. I can't think of a single thing to ask you, LOL. But you guys are amazing. My husband is currently at Shepherd Air Force Base, and he's been there since the 10th of March. We did a proxy marriage and are planning a wedding for late July, early August. Your videos helped a lot. That's awesome. That's so exciting. We didn't really have, like, a wedding. We had, like, we went to the courthouse and got married, and then when he was done with tech school and graduated and used some leave to come home, we had like a big barbecue with my friends and family, and it was perfect. It was so relaxed. We were such chill people. Actually, we're still pretty chill, if I do say so myself. Caty, have you ever used your military ID for discounts, like for any makeup or whatever? And thanks for answering my first question. I won't give my hubby any sugar. I haven't used my military discount for physical things, really. Usually we just use it if we like go out to lunch or dinner or something, because a lot of places have like a military discount when you eat, but I'm trying to think of anywhere with a military discount where you can actually buy things.
What do you... Oh.
Like you know, you get a discount when you eat things, and we go out to restaurants, but I can't think of places that we could go.
I know that you can get into like the San Diego Zoo for free, military. I think SeaWorld might be like free or extremely discounted or something like that. Any national park you can get into for free. Oh
yeah, national parks. Yeah. If you're a military, get a national park military pass. You can go to any national park for free, and it's amazing.
Just go to the little toll booth thing that you drive up to when you go in, and just show them your ID.
But I don't know if that would work if you're just a dependent. It would?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty sure.
Well, then I guess that's really the only discount I've used for cool experiences. I'm trying to. I don't think I've ever used my discount to buy something like a physical thing movie that tickets. I don't eat. Movie tickets.
Yeah, military discount for movie tickets. It's usually like $1.
Yeah, but it's like nothing. It's like the.
It's $1 though. After 11 movies, it's a free one.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to justify spending.
No, it's not.
it's I haven't. I guess no is my answer. I haven't really used it for discounts on like makeup or something like that. I've used it for food mostly. Like if you go to, I know Dairy Queen back home had like a really good military discount.
I Heart Burgers or whatever.
They're not doing it anymore.
Why?
Because they were losing money. We went to, I think a few vlogs back, we went to this restaurant called I Love Burgers or I Heart Burgers in downtown Las Vegas, and they did a 50% military discount, and so
the burgers were amazing.
They were so good, and the fries were so good, and it was a 50% military discount. So we both got 2 amazing burgers,
like drinks, fries, and
fancy Icelandic water,
yeah.
And what is it, truffle oil fries, really and it was $13. It was like the price of McDonald's, and
it was $13.
Yeah. It was
crazy,
they were money, but they were losing so much money they're not doing it anymore.
It should be like a 10%, 15% maybe.
I don't know.
I deserve discounts.
You do not deserve discounts. Whatever. Are you going to re-enlist?
I don't know.
It's only been
almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Wow, that's crazy. It's only almost been 2 years. He signed a 6-year though.
Yeah, that question's really hard to answer when I'm a year and a half, almost 2 in, because I have no idea yet.
Yeah.
So far, right now, I don't really want to, unless I can cross-train into something really cool, like something else that I want to do. I mean, maybe I'll go try and work for like GA or something like that, or
General Atomics.
Yeah, they manufacture the RPAs that I work on, and I don't know. I mean, maybe work for them, or maybe work for like Raytheon, So I saw some of those people in the shop the other day, and they all look like really, like I'm a nerd and a geek and all that crap, but they look like really old nerdy geek people.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Blake.
I can't say anything though because they make probably like 3 times what I do.
Oh gosh, I just had all these
But
questions.
anyways, yeah, Raytheon would be cool. They're the people who make the ball and everything.
They don't know what that is. None of them work on Predators like you do.
Everyone knows what the ball looks like though.
Do you guys know what a ball is? When he's saying the ball, do you know what he's talking about?
It's the thingy on the RPAs that swivels and
It's the big camera.
The lasers in it and stuff. Yeah, that thing. That thing would be awesome to work on. And maybe another outside company like Lockheed Martin would be cool. Northrop Grumman.
Keep talking. I'm gonna check some things.
I think they're still a company. I thought they combined with somebody, but no, I think they're still a company. I don't know. There's so many outside agencies and companies that I could work for with this job because of the nature of it, which would be really cool.
So basically, it depends.
I don't know.
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Is there any activities you both love to do to spend time together besides hiking? We actually, I really like just sitting like with him. I know that sounds really pathetic, but a lot of the time he'll be like on his computer gaming or whatever, and I'm totally content laying in bed and reading on my phone, just literally being in the room with him. And I know that sounds really... I love going grocery shopping with him too. I don't know why. I love grocery shopping. It's great. What about you? What do you think?
What?
What? What activities do you like to do together? You're so short now.
I know.
There we go.
For activities?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Are you cat people?
Shopping's fun together.
Yeah. Are you cat people? I think we're more dog people than cat people. I don't have anything really against cats.
They're just
boring.
Yeah, they're just boring. And they don't...
I mean, compared to like a dog like Noelle.
If an intruder comes in, they're just gonna run away or something.
They're not gonna run away. They're gonna ask to be pet.
That, and then they're gonna get stomped on. Or something. I
don't know.
But Noelle barks, so that's good.
Do you think Noelle will have a brother or sister in puppy form soon? I hope so, but we have to move. It's not right to. It's almost cruel to keep Noelle in a 700 square foot 1-bedroom apartment, like without a backyard and stuff. That's one of the really exciting things about the place we're going. There's like a backyard for her and everything, and she has space to run and, well, kind of. It's Las Vegas. Backyards don't really exist in Las Vegas, but it's about as good as we can get. Your hair is looking fierce. Thanks. Last movie you saw in theaters? Divergent?
Yeah, probably.
I think we saw Divergent last in theaters. I want to see Neighbors. Maybe we could see a movie tonight. Do you want to do that? Yes, it would be so much fun.
Not tonight, no.
Yeah, everybody's saying we don't know what the ball is. I didn't think so. Okay. I didn't think anybody would know what the ball is. He comes home and complains like, "Oh, we almost dropped a ball today," and I'm always like, "Okay," but I know what it is now.
Yeah.
It's basically.
It happened once. It will not happen again.
It's like where the cameras and all the really technical stuff is in the drone, basically, right? And it's a big ball, and it like has cameras and stuff, and it points down at the ground and takes pictures.
Just go to Google, whatever, type in Predator or Reaper, and it'll be the ball on it. When you see it, you'll know because it looks like a ball.
Looks like a ball. Okay. How often do you guys talk or Skype during tech school? Was there ever a time when Blake had to focus and say, "Leave me alone"?
We didn't really Skype in tech school. We just called each other.
No, we used our phones too.
Well, yeah, we tried that.
No, we did it a few times.
Not Skype. It was something else.
It was an app we used on our phones at the time. It wasn't Skype. It was a different app, but it was like a video calling app thing that we used.
Because I had an S3, or I still have an S3, and she has an iPhone, so we couldn't FaceTime.
Yeah, we couldn't FaceTime because we had different phones.
Yeah.
But I would say we texted until we went to bed. except not when he was in class.
Yeah, you can't do it.
And we talked, I think, almost every day for like at least an hour on the phone. And then like during the weekends and stuff, when we had more time, we would use our phones to like see each other. But yeah, that's about it. That's what we did, pretty much. But I can't remember a time when you said to leave me alone.
I never did, because I don't study.
He didn't really study. I think it would have been different if he had a really, like, if he was a linguist or something where you actually have to study to actually know the language.
Don't fail out of it.
Yeah, like...
That's easy to fail.
To fail?
Yeah, oh yeah. It has an extremely high washout rate.
Yeah, so if his job was more intensive and required a lot of actual studying, I wouldn't doubt that he would need time to study, but he never really studied because you were learning about fixing planes and
F-16s.
F-16s. Caty, have you taken advantage of my CAA? You literally get $4,000 to use towards school. I'm using it to become a clinical medical technician. That's really cool. I've heard about it.
A doctor or a nurse.
Everybody's a nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make a ton of money.
Okay.
Well, doctors do.
I know doctors do, but that job sounds tough. I've thought about. I've heard of it. I haven't really done my research on it, but right now I'm blessed enough that my parents are paying for my schooling. Of course, if $4,000 towards school is an option that's basically given to you for being like a military spouse, then I'll definitely look into it. Can I just have $4,000? I'll have to look into it because it sounds really, really cool. Do you use Pinterest? I do use Pinterest. I think my name on Pinterest is Caty135 there too. It's Caty135 pretty much everywhere. And I've been pinning a lot of like house things now, like inspiration for when we move, and hopefully have a way nicer, like more put together house than we do right now.
I'm sorry, it's not perfect.
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that I'm a messy person and we don't happen to have a lot of storage things, so it gets cluttered in here very easily. And I'm hoping that'll change once we move. Do you watch reality TV? Personally, it's my guilty pleasure. It's totally my guilty pleasure as well. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm all caught up on Teen Mom, and I need to start watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians some more. He hates it. I love it. I love it. I'm not even ashamed to say I love it. Chocolate, vanilla, or mint ice cream. He likes mint. It depends on my mood.
Sometimes vanilla is good, just like...
Yeah, sometimes you just have a craving for vanilla ice cream, and it's really intense.
Milkshakes are good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Would Blake ever join the Marine Corps? Why or why not?
I'm not a Marine. I'm not that kind of person.
He's not that material. There's a very certain type of person that joins the Marine Corps, I think. Well, okay. Any branch they're going into, I think there's a stereotype associated with that branch, but also it's kind of true in a sense. Like, there's a very certain type of person that goes to become a Marine, and there's a very certain type of person that goes into the Air Force, and there's a very certain type of person in the Navy. It goes on and on and on, pretty much. And Blake is... I'm answering for you. You should answer this.
No, that's fine. You're doing it right.
You're just not Marine material, I guess, is what I was going to say. But plus, it's tough. Like, the Marines is really hardcore. Like, okay, maybe not, like, really super hardcore, and obviously it's going to depend on your job and everything in whatever branch you join, but Air Force is cushy. Like, the cushiest branch of all of the branches, I'm going to say. And I think that's a lot of the reason why he joined. Pretty much. Would you say anything in addition to that?
No.
No? All right. Current favorite scent from Bath and Body Works.
I just get a headache when I walk in. So.
Honestly, I'm not the biggest. I love their candles in the fall time, and those are like my favorite candles, but there's nothing really coercing me into getting a springtime or summertime candle because I don't like those scents as much. Because I like my home to smell homey and warm and cozy, but springtime and summertime scents are like fresh and springy, and I like more like cinnamony and warming scents. So, yeah. Heels or flats? Katie, that question is for you. I would hope so. Actually, it depends. I can do both. I don't actually own any heels right now. Blake and I are very short people, and I don't really like to be taller than him, and it's I'm not gonna say it's easy to be taller than him because that would be really mean. But we're both short people, and if I wear heels a lot, then I would be like way taller than him. Subway or Jimmy John's? Jimmy John's. Have you had Jimmy John's?
Mm-hmm.
He has had a Jimmy John's. Let's see. $4,000 grant, and you don't have to pay it back. You should totally message me about that on Twitter because I would love to hear more about that. Did tech school go by quickly for you guys? My boyfriend is finishing an induction course, and he will do tech school at Eglin Air Force Base. Eglin's nice, isn't it? I hear good things. Isn't that right on the beach?
Right on the beach,
Yeah, that's awesome. Did it go by quickly? I wouldn't say it went by quickly. I think it'll go by quickly. Like, obviously, if you keep busy and like make sure you're staying super, super busy and on top of things, then it goes by a lot quicker. But I wouldn't say it went by quick for us. I think it was just...
Yeah, my tech school was like...
It was like 7 months.
Yeah, it was like 7 months.
Yeah, it was a decent chunk. It was a decently long tech school. A lot of tech schools I hear are like 31 days. His was like... It was like, what, like 67 at one base and then like 92 at another or something like that? It was something like that. I don't remember, but...
And that's duty days.
Right, that's not including
Monday through
weekends
Friday,
or anything.
yeah.
When you were at
Weekends.
Kiesler, did you have Fridays off? Or every other Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Down Fridays.
Down Fridays.
Which is awesome, but at the same time, that's 2 extra days of class, or 2 extra days you have to stay there every month, technically, because you have that Friday off.
Yeah. Would you say it went by quick?
I guess.
Sorta. Sorta, kinda.
It's just like running or like a PT test or something. It sucks when you're doing it and you hate it. At least I do. And it's over and you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I can agree with that. I can attest to that. Okay, it's 6:45. I think we're gonna get going at 7 o'clock. Does that sound okay? 15 more minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? No, 15 more minutes. Because it's 6:45 on the dot.
Waiting.
Oh, just
Okay.
George can wait.
I'll tell him.
Where's the puppy? Puppy is napping. She's actually probably ready to actually come out here in just a minute. Okay. Are they good jobs? Biomedical precision measurement.
I don't know because I'm not in them, but I'm sure they are. I mean, they're necessary.
Okay.
Female is always good to have because
They're good at what they
have to
do.
be calibrated
Yeah.
and fixed.
Yeah.
And medical is always good. If you're a dude, go into the medical field, and you'll be very happy.
Lots of chicks.
Yes. And it's useful on the outside too, because medical is always needed on the outside.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I live in Seattle. I love it. I miss Seattle so much. Oh my god.
I know.
I literally, last night I had a moment where I was like crying. I was watching Alice in Chains music videos, and I was watching freaking like Seattle. I typed in Seattle in YouTube, and I just watched Seattle videos, and I was like, oh, I miss home. Yeah.
I remember when we
That's
went
how
back,
I came across the Seattle accent video.
When we went back, we just like walked around Seattle for one of those days.
Yeah, we just
and
walked
then Kara
around.
picked us up, and we had like that salmon dinner. That was good. That was good. Yeah.
I miss fish. Oh my goodness. My husband always comes home smelling like hydraulic
Hydraulic
fluid.
fluid, huh?
Does Blake come home smelling like aircraft he works on? He does not.
Can he smell still? Because I heard that after working around hydraulic fluid all day.
Your smell buds go away?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm lucky in the way that
There's no
we
hydraulics in
we
his
don't-
plane.
It's all electronic.
It's all electronic. Isn't that crazy? Nobody flies it. Okay, from inside it. Somebody's flying it, but in a shack with
There
like...
are no hydraulic servos on this plane.
Yeah. Are you planning to change your hair color again? Probably, especially
No,
because...
it's gonna stay this color.
Do you see these roots, guys? Like it's probably getting close to some. I should change it somehow, but I'm not sure how yet. I haven't gone that far. Okay, we answered that one. What are your favorite Disney movies?
Okay, fine.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know. We have most of the I don't work with any liquids really. That's crew chief stuff. The engine on a Predator is like a tiny. I mean, it's not tiny, but it's like a snowmobile engine almost. It only puts out like 110 horsepower. So
it's tiny.
It uses like regular oil that you put in your car. It's like 5W20 or something like that. And it uses 100 low lead fuel.
Literally,
jet fuel.
And it's small. Like Predator, they're tiny little. Okay,
yeah.
they're not like tiny, but like I stood in front of one, and it like comes up to like it's not very big. It's not a big plane at all. It's tiny. I expected it to be bigger in my head, but they're not that big. I'm trying to remember.
Except I can walk under a Reaper wing without hitting my head. Like it has like this like much space between my head and the wing, but I can walk under it.
But you can't do that on a Predator, can you?
No. That's
how little they are. Like you can't walk under their wing. Their wings go out, and you have to like duck under them. So they're small. Beginning to wonder if I'm the only person here from the UK. It's 2 a.m. Welcome from the UK. I want to go to the UK so bad. I don't think it's 2 a.m. anymore, though. I think it's almost 3. Let's see. Do you play video games together? If so, what games? Sometimes. Usually, we can't really play them together because he's a PC gamer, and I don't want to pay for a game on my laptop just to play with him. So I like to watch over his shoulder, and sometimes we switch places, and he'll like show me how to play a game, if that makes sense. What are your favorite Disney movies? I really like Pocahontas.
Okay. I don't even.
What about you? Don't you have a favorite? What was the Disney movie you were little used to watch all the time? Like, was there one you watched a lot? Because that was Pocahontas for me.
Was Nemo Disney? I don't think that was Disney. That was probably Pixar or something. No, I don't know what that was. What was Nemo?
Nemo's
that was DreamWorks, wasn't it? No. I don't even know what Nemo was. Pixar?
Yeah.
Was Pixar?
Yeah. Are they still separate, or did Disney buy Pixar?
No, they're separate.
I can never keep up.
I don't know. I didn't really. Sorry, I'm not a huge Disney movie person. Like, I don't remember like anything from The Lion King.
I saw Finding Nemo in theaters. How pathetic is that? That makes me feel old. Sorry for my English. Oh wait, did I? Yeah. Sorry for my English. I live in Puerto Rico. So I speak Spanish. Does Blake, if you could choose any base, which one would you choose? My husband, after tech, is going to Thule in Greenland. That's cool. Not a lot of people go there.
And he can take mine.
What?
Said I'll take his and he can take mine. I don't know what is in Greenland. I don't know if jets are there. I don't know what's there.
Well, where would you go if you could?
I could?
Yeah, like if you had the choice. Any base. Where would you go?
Well, after last weekend, a California base would be nice.
We had a really good time in California.
Yeah, but I'd like somewhere maybe overseas. Like
me too.
Germany would be cool. I think just because it's right in the middle of everything.
I'd be downed if you got stationed at Hickam. Hickam would be cool.
Yeah.
In Hawaii. Oh, yeah. So nice. Okay, let's see. Oh crap!
Good job. Well, it's time to go anyways.
We have 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna take 8 minutes to get out of this chair.
No, it's not. Okay, hold on. Have you made friends since you've been there? We already answered this question. I'm kind of friends with his coworkers, and he makes a lot more friends than me because he's actually interacting with the world. Romantic dinner at home or fancy restaurant? I think they both have their respective places, and I like to do both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Standard or automatic transmission? Standard. Oh my God, I miss my clutch. I miss my stick shift car so much. What about you? If you had to choose? I guess that also depends on where you're driving to.
Well, if driving to work, I like my automatic, but
well, it's not that bad. Once you get up to speed, you just keep it in that gear.
I know, but it's just nice to not have to worry about it.
Not think about it at all. That's cool.
If I had a nice car, like a Sunday kind of car, then stick. Yeah.
I love stick shift. I miss driving stick. Caty, are you going to stay a civilian/dependent? Meaning...
Joining the military.
I don't think I'm going to join the military. I'm kind of headstrong, and I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't think I would do well in the military. I kind of do my own thing.
No, you'd do fine, because you'd have to do it.
Well, like, I'm the one, you come home sometimes, and you'll be like, people were doing crap and stuff, and I'm like, well, why didn't you just tell them to shut up and, like, do your own thing? And you're like, I can't do that because that's not how it works. And I'm like...
Certain people, yeah.
And I would just be like, I have no problem speaking my mind and telling people they're wrong and and that military is not for me, I think. Let's see. Oh, that was this one. Answered. What's your most embarrassing moment together?
I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head right now.
Do you remember? Oh, I don't know if this is appropriate. I was gonna say, one time he meant to text me,
oh, yeah.
and he texted his dad instead, and it was something inappropriate.
Like
that was pretty
picture.
embarrassing. It wasn't a picture or anything.
Text.
It was just like words, and it wasn't even like descriptive or anything. It was literally like a question that was inappropriate, and it went to his dad instead of me.
Yeah, I wonder if he checked his cigar box after that.
I don't know.
Because.
Oh gosh, I felt embarrassment for you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Planning on having babies anytime soon? Not for a while. No. Yes, in the future, but not for a while. And how's house hunting? Hopefully, almost done. I'm trying to get as many questions in as we can because there's only 5 minutes left. I have a question for Blake. I know you are Air Force, but I want to know, what are your thoughts on Army Sergeant, POW coming home?
That's good. Like, I don't know anything about him. I don't know what happened, but I see his name all the time in the Air Force Times paper. Like, there's a column in every paper of, like, POWs and some other, like, sometimes people who have been injured or something like that. But I've seen his name there every time I see that paper. So that's good that he's coming home. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't, so, if you're asking me a certain thing about him, I don't know.
I'm interested because I have heard, not from the news, but from people who actually knew him and stuff, in, like, on Reddit mainly, that it's interesting because their accounts were that, I don't know how to say this without, like, offending anybody, but it sounded like from people's experiences that were there at the time of when he was captured was that he wasn't happy with where he was in his own life as an American and wanted to experience something else, so he walked off the base and got picked up by the Taliban, which is awful and that's horrible, but I wonder if that's going to come out at all and if that's going to play into it. So I'm not very educated on it either, but I'm interested to hear if that's true and how that affects things at all. So again, I'm not very educated in it.
I don't know anything about it, so I can't really comment on it, but if that's true with him going to the other side, then that's not okay.
Right, but again, I don't know if it could just be rumors that
I don't know.
It just could be, so I don't know. Do you miss your blonde hair? Sometimes, except I don't miss the maintenance because that was kind of a pain. You guys are freaking great. My best friend and I really love your vlogs, and it's nice to see someone here in Vegas making YouTube. That's awesome. I wonder if people like from Las Vegas, like if they watch our vlogs and they recognize certain places. It'd be pretty interesting. Yes, that's what I heard. Okay, it's very confusing because he's considered a deserter from going AWOL. That's what I heard, and that I wonder if that's going to be something that is talked about a little bit more. I think it's great that he's home, but I wonder. I don't know the situation enough, but it's interesting. Certainly interesting. Let's see. Okay. Done. I'm going through questions. 3 minutes left. Let's see.
2.
How much fun did you guys have at the photo shoot for your anniversary? I love the pictures. It was fun. It was fun. I had so much fun. Our photographer, her name's Alex, and she was so chill and super easy to talk to, and just really, really, like, it was awesome. I'm so glad we did it. And she was affordable too. Lots of photographers are really expensive. She was affordable, which was awesome. Let's see. I was wondering how Blake's relationship, as well as Caty's, is going with his little sister. She seemed clingy. Oh, is that what people were talking about? She's like that. She's a very clingy soul, but I think she's growing up a little bit.
Yeah,
and growing
I think
out
I know
of it.
why. I can't really. Yeah, I think I know why.
Okay. She's great though. And I think she's not as clingy anymore too. Makeup is so pretty. Thank you. Huh?
What?
Oh, he didn't put on any makeup, he says. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Where are you guys from? Seattle. What laptop do you use? How does it run when you're editing videos? Blake, what laptop is this?
It is an Asus
G75V. He got it when he was in tech school because he wanted to play video games, and there weren't any laptops that could really handle it except for this one. Which makes it great for editing videos because it has all of the things that you would need on a laptop for playing super, super awesome video games.
Yes.
So, if that makes sense. I realize I say that a lot. Okay, it is 6:59. I'm going to answer one more question, I think. Let's see if we can find one. Okay, chat. Blah, blah, blah. Mic is working. Okay. Really nice.
7 o'clock. Oh, well, bye.
Soldiers in his unit have talked about it, but I guess we have to wait for his side of the story. Yep. I'm interested to see how that all plays out, really.
I'm sure I'll hear something about it at work, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think we're going to get going. We're going to get some dinner here in just a minute because I'm getting hungry and just kind of relax and stuff. So I hope you guys had fun. Wasn't this fun? He's like, yeah, okay. No, he had fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we will see you guys in the Monday vlog. So, yeah, anything else to say? No? All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.